Thanks everybody for joining us for another episode of RunAway Routes. I'm Drew,
I'm Ann.
If you don't know, we sold everything and moved on to an RV full-time, just the two of us and our little dog, Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
And we're taking you through now our routes that we planned out for season 1.
Yes. So come follow along with us as we kind of talk about places to stay and things we've learned on the road.
Absolutely. We stopped the last episode in Woodbine, Maryland, just outside Baltimore. And then from there we were headed to another 1,000 Trails.
Harbor View
RV camping in Colonial Beach, Virginia. This one was really nice because it was on the Potomac River. Another instance where our GPS Samantha decided to take us through a dirt community local street area as opposed to just going one more block right to the entrance. She had said that we were the 4th one that week that their GPS had done that, so it's obviously a common mistake. Also, this was a good 1,000 Trails lesson for us.
Yes.
I booked it because it was 1,000 Trails. I didn't pay attention when booking it about any cost or anything. I said, oh, I'm part of 1,000 Trails. I bought the membership. It's free. Well, we bought a used 1,000 Trails membership, which is, if you're not sure, it's a cheaper way to go.
It's a great way to go.
But not all campgrounds in their system were excluded from, I think, like 10 or 15 campgrounds.
Right. Well, this was one of them.
And this was one of them. So we paid. It is what it is. I mean, we learned from the lesson.
Yes.
But it was nice to be on the Potomac River and got to experience something that she still loves to this day. And that was going up and over the Potomac River.
Probably have some nice shots on the down. And this takes the Cape Cod Bridge. Here's the waves.
Yeah, I see.
Just pay attention.
Please.
I've got a few Twizzlers right now.
Okay, so I was not prepared and not ready. I've been over bridges.
She does not.
Again, you've seen my fear of heights in many episodes. But this was just one lane either side on this bridge going up and over. And
it was a high arc.
So you'll see, I'm going to have Drew put the video. I had to keep myself distracted. You could probably tell the scared voice over work of mine.
I didn't help asking for Twizzlers.
So, gosh, this guy.
Just trying to distract her.
But anyways, I made it. But it's one of those things, I'll just give a quick tip. If you as a passenger, if you're a little nervous doing it, then you might want to go to the back, sit on the couch.
Put the seatbelt on the couch.
And just ride it out there. So, but I made it through up in the front. So.
There's also something else we learned, unfortunately, that night.
Yes, with Jimi Hendrix.
You have to plan where certain things are ahead of time.
And not just a vet. Like, make sure you can find out where an emergency vet.
Yeah, like a 24-hour service.
Yes.
He had an impacted
anal gland.
I was trying to find a better way to say it.
It happens in a lot of breeds, Shih Tzus.
Especially.
But yeah, at 10 o'clock at night, he just was having issues on his backside, and we saw this behavior in our last dog.
So we knew kind of what to do. What we didn't think about was it was over 45 minutes to the emergency vet.
Either one. There was 2 in opposite directions. So out of all the campsites we were at,
and that's on us. I mean, obviously we didn't think about.
And you're not
prepared
going to
for
happen.
it, obviously.
But we wanted to take care of our little guy, and that's what we did. So
10 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock. So we got home around 12:30, 1 a.m.
With a very cranky puppy.
Right, and a cranky husband. So.
I wasn't that bad,
No,
but
he was.
Jimmy
but
was
he did
not
have to drive the next day. We were moving on the next day.
We were moving on the next day, but
so
it is what it is.
That can happen with
That's
RV
the life.
But knock on wood, he's been a good boy.
Or metal.
No issues, and so. But yeah, it was one of those things. It was easy in and out.
Once you're on the right street, yeah, it was super easy in and out.
Once you get through the main entrance, you're good. And the staff was great. There was a woman there that when we were having this issue,
she tried calling 1,000 Trails, saying,
she was
"Hey,
really
wait a minute."
upset for us. She was fighting for us. So,
That
but
boat.
we totally were fine. And we got boats starting up.
It's revving that engine hard. Yeah, she was really nice. She tried for us, for sure. So after that, we moved further down into Virginia.
Let's go to another 1,000 trails.
Right. This one was in our plan.
Right. Chesapeake Bay.
Oh, what a beautiful sight.
Yes.
The views from this campground were phenomenal.
You couldn't beat them.
No. It is free because 1,000 trails for, if you're a membership, 1,000 trails. We did pay $3 for the night because we wanted 50 amp service. Free is 30 amp. If you want 50 amp, it's a $3 upcharge. Very reasonable to us.
If it wasn't so warm, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But we were also newer to the...
We didn't know that how our RV would do on just 30 amps. Now we do.
Yes.
But at that time, we're like, oh gosh, it's warm. Let's get the 50 amps.
Yes.
And it was better to be sure. This is when I was calling Bill like every other day. And if you don't know, we did a whole thing about Bill in this RunAway Routes.
RV inspector.
He's our RV inspector out of Texas, and he was phenomenal.
Yes.
And can't stop saying good things about him.
Yep.
But that was it. Not really much else to... It was a nice, relaxing stop after the last stop. We needed it.
But they have great amenities. They have a pool. They have a rec place. You can go fishing. I mean, you can literally go out, sit out by the water on the dock.
And we did. Not the fishing
really
part,
cool.
but the sitting out part.
We took Jimmy. Jimmy even came with us for that. He was fine. So
we had to get him walking.
But that was a great stop.
Yeah. And this is where we'll stop.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.